Welcome dirty people of the internet to Mom's Basement, from where I bring you another build video. And this one, ladies and gentlemen, is my first Outriders build, which is showing a long range support Technomancer build. And this build offers the only healing ability in game, aside from leeches, great damage buffs for your team, amazing enemy debuffs also to support your team. All this and more in DirtyHotte's first ever Outriders build video, which is a must-see as all my videos are, and you should know that by now and should have subscribed. And always remember folks, like, subscribe and hit the bell to stay updated and help me out, because for every like, Mom gives Dirty a cookie. Moreover, if you are interested to seeing me live, coming to you from Mom's Basement twice a week, stop by my Twitch channel where I stream every Tuesday and Thursday. You will find the links in the description and I'm looking forward to seeing you there. And now let's get this Outriders video started, folks! Okay, dirty folks, you're still with me? Amazing! In this video we will go through the build step by step, starting with the class tree and what to pick there, a summary of all the bonuses we will get, and the skills to use with this build specifically. It is all very theoretical, but let me tell you, this is the build I will go for when I will be playing Technomancer in a team as soon as the game is out. So, let's pull up the class tree. Here you can see it, Technomancer is the class we will be picking. You have overall, if you are max level, 20 class points to spend. And I will show you the route I will be going and then a summary afterwards. So let's start with the first one over here. BR8 Impact Amplifier. Increase your weapon damage by 8% because why not? More damage, more bang, sounds great. The second one we're gonna pick is Suction Module. Increase your weapon leech by 5% because that leech keeps dirty going. And you if you use this build as well. Next up over here we have Drill Coating. Increase armor piercing by 15%. We are at the first big pick, as I like to call them. Over here. Sniper Master. Because Dirty loves his sniper rifles and this pick increases your sniper weapon damage by 40%. Sniper weapons will drop 12% more often. That's nice. And then what weapons are counted as sniper rifles? So, marksman rifle, automatic sniper rifle and bolt action rifle. That's fine by me because I love snipers. And we are continuing our way to the right with Nitrogen Capsules. Decrease the distance considered to be long range by 3 meters. So I'm pretty sure there are some hidden buffs that will help you, or maybe some skills and abilities on the armor that require you to be long range, and this one will bring you like 3 meters closer to the enemy and you still get the buffs. Up next, another BR8 Impact Amplifier to increase our weapon damage again by 8%. And I don't know how these damage buffs will be calculated in the final game, but I will just show you in the summary. So the next big pick, Cannonade. And this, ladies and gentlemen, sounds really great for team play. Activating ordnance skills increases weapon damage for you and your allies by 30% for 10 seconds. So that's a solid buff right here. Okay, so we are going for another big pick because now we're going downwards. Because now it's time to buff our healing capabilities. The first one is Blur Screen. Your health regeneration threshold is increased by 20% of maximum health. Actually, right now I'm not 100% sure what that does. But we keep it because, or we take it because I have to get down this route anyway. So next up, Anomalous Body. Increase your health by 10%. I think that will be pretty important later because a lot of skills will scale from the total health. So more health, always good. Then we are continuing our way to the right with Gadgeteer. Reduce gadget skills cooldown by 15%. So that's pretty important for us because our healing skill is also a gadget skill. Next up, Anomalous Body again, so increase your health by 10% another time. Wonderful. Yeah, and it's time for a big pig again. Exposing Frost. Every time freeze is afflicted on an enemy, vulnerable status is inflicted as well. So we are debuffing the enemies nicely, so our team can kill them off pretty quick. So next one, if you are using Exposing Frost, is definitely Marked for Execution. Vulnerable afflicted on an enemy is 30% more effective. And as we will get that when we freeze enemies as well, that is a pick you just have to take. And the next one is Souls 56 Freezing Tanks. Freeze afflicted on enemy lasts 20% longer. So if we can go back to this one and the vulnerable effect, you will have that all 20% longer. And that is amazing, folks. And we have another suction module. Increase your weapon leech again by 5%, which should help keep us going. And then we have armor plates. Increase your armor by 20% because why not? Armor always helps. Then we have another big pick. The medical unit. Using a gadget skill increases all healing received by you and your allies by 30% for 7 seconds. I mean, that is amazing. We have to see in the final game how that goes together with the healing skill. That's also a gadget skill. It seems that it will always be buffing that heal. Or if we have to use another gadget skill before we use the healing wave. We have to see about that, but still it's a must-have for healer and support Technomancer. Next up is Doctor of Medicine, another big pick. Increase all healing by 20% for you and your allies. So we are buffing our healing capabilities even more. Then we're going to Fracture. Enemies afflicted with freeze receive 30% more damage. So with the one we picked before in the skill tree, where our freeze adds vulnerable status, we have another 30% more damage when enemies are frozen. So that's a nice synergy right there. And the last skill in the tree, or the last point we use for Overclocked. Activating gadget skills increase your anomaly power and weapon damage by 30% for 10 seconds. I'm not sure if that's only for you, but I think so, because otherwise it was specifically told on the other skills that it's for you and your allies, so we have to see about that also in the final game. For 10 seconds upon losing all health, you will receive a second chance to return to the battlefield with 50% health. This effect may occur once every 180 seconds. Also the same for this one. We have to see in the final game if it's a passive that's always active, or if I have to have activated a gadget skill right before I die, or 10 seconds before I die. Because that's what I think it is. So let's have a look here. So that's our completed class tree. That's the route we are going with our Technomancer. And to make it easier to you when the game starts, here's a little summary for all the class tree bonuses we have with this build. As you can see, we have 2 times weapon damage plus 8%. That's what I told before. I'm not sure how we will calculate those bonuses in the final game, so I just listed them here, one by one. So we have 2 times the weapon leech, we have drill coating for the armor piercing, we have nitrogen capsules, we have anomalous body 2 times, we have Gadgeteer for the lower cooldown, we have Souls 56 freezing tanks for the freezing duration, armor plates, fracture damage, and our main bonuses, so the so-called big picks. We have Sniper Master for the nice 40% damage buff, Cannonade for the damage buff for your whole team, and then we have Blur Screen, Exposing Frost, Marked for Execution, and that's the one I was saying before, that Marked for Execution and Exposing Frost, that's a nice synergy here. And we have another synergy with Exposing Frost and Fracture, where they get even more damage. But it's this one. Doctor of Medicine to increase all your healing. Medical unit, 30% more healing for your team. Overclocked, plus 40% anomaly and weapon damage. And that might be just for you. Okay, so we have the skill tree completed. We have all the bonus overviews here. So let's have a quick look at the skills we're gonna use. The first skill we are using is Tool of Destruction, which is a minigun or a rocket launcher, which bring different buffs to the table. See a little clip here. So the rocket launcher is a great ranged interrupt, and the minigun might be great for cleaning out ads.
That orange bar means an enemy is charging up a skill, but the RPG interrupts them, preventing them from casting it.
The second one is Cold Snap Grenade, an AoE freeze which will work great with this build because it triggers a lot of synergies. Last but not least, we have one of the most important skills of this build because it's the only heal in game, the Fixing Wave Unlimited Distance Heal. So for sure we're gonna use Tools of Destruction, because that basically gives us a wonderful ranged interrupt. And from what I can say right now after playing the demo is that ranged interrupts will be critical for boss fights later in the game. I'm pretty sure about that. and with the rocket launcher version of Tool of Destruction, you have that one on demand. Then we have Cold Snap as the second skill, also an interrupt, and it's a very great AoE freeze which triggers all our gadget bonuses. And at the same time it also triggers freeze and vulnerability with this build. So damage buff for you, damage buff for your team, debuff for the enemies. Why not? Nice to have. And the last one that is absolutely critical is Fixing Wave, the only heal in game, and that's why your Technomancer will be needed for all the high level end content. I'm sure about that. Who doesn't love a healer in his team? So Fixing Wave, the heal skill in game, it says the distance is unlimited, so you can stay nice and cozy in the back with this build. Use your 30% sniper bonus damage as best as possible. At the same time, Fixing Wave is also a gadget skill, so it will also trigger all the gadget bonuses we collected. So that's it for now, based on the demo. My first Technomancer build, the long range support build, and I think every team will love to have you on their side for the co-op stuff or endgame content. As always, and as you know from the Destiny 2 build videos, I will put this DirtyHotte long range support build Technomancer cheat sheet in the description of this video, so it's easy for you to be ready when the game starts and have the whole build at one glimpse. So I hope you enjoyed my first Outriders build video, and as always, if you like what you have been seeing and want to see more stuff coming to you from Mom's Basement, make sure to like and subscribe and hit the bell to stay updated. Let me know in the comments below what you think about this build. What class are you playing in Outriders? What are you planning to run when the game finally launches? So that's it from me so far. That's all I gotta say for this Outriders build for now. So stay dirty people, DirtyHotte out.